This is our journey northward in Moondance from Key Largo to Salem, Massachusetts.
Our journey began with an escort of dolphins to guide us clear of Key Largo's shallow waters. Isn't it nice to have friends? For insurance purposes and safety, we needed to be out of Florida by the time hurricane season began, so no tarrying in the Keys this year. Our rather lofty goal was to make it to Maine before the chill of autumn set in and drove us south again.
As our ocean escorts leave us, we find ourselves cutting to the inside through Angelfish Creek, across Biscayne Bay. Our destination, Dinner Key at Coconut Grove, which is near Miami. Here we grab a mooring ball and are pleasantly surprised we're mooring next to the same neighbors we were docked next to in Key Largo and who we made friends with. A short dinghy ride into Coconut Grove, we find ourselves in Coco Walk Shopping Plaza, where we decided sushi for dinner.
This is a cool little spot, right? So we're at Dinner Key on a mooring ball for 3 nights. Yeah, 3 nights. Okay, which is an experience in itself, because that means if you want to run any real huge power, like air conditioner, and it's hot, you have to run the generator, which we'll probably do tonight. Anyway, there's like several places to choose from to eat. We choose this place because we're in the mood for sushi, and that's what we're doing.
As planned, a short Uber ride will take us back to the dinghy dock, where we'll grab Bob and head home to the boat, to our mooring, and watch the sunset. Life is good, but life is also what you make it. Aristotle said, "You are the architect of your own destiny." Plainly put, you make your tomorrows happen by your actions today. So as we watch the sunset, we reflect on our happiness and good fortune. Carol and I believe love, kindness, and charity to others are the best building blocks for an architecture of happiness.
Well, here's a typical morning on the mooring ball here in Coconut Grove, just not far from Miami. You can see the Miami skyline from here. That's Bob doing what it does, bobbing. There's some cool features of our mooring area. Look at that over there. It's an old wreck. Well, not really too old. Last hurricane. We're still seeing them everywhere.
Awesome.
Snoop, lay down. Lay down.
Because you're so cute and adorable. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Snoopy.
While exploring Coconut Grove, we found that there's a restaurant right here at the marina that we liked. Great view of the palm trees, good food, and watch the boats getting hauled out. It's a nice area. There's a lot to explore here. But after a day, it's back to the boat for an evening. Hey, honey, I think we need to do laundry.
A last beautiful sunset before heading north. And our next stop was Fort Lauderdale, where we pulled into a small marina for a couple of nights of generator repair. To our immense surprise, our neighbors from Key Largo and Dinner Key were, again, you guessed it, right beside us. What are the odds? After our repairs were done, it left us with just enough time to take Bob across the canal to have dinner at the 17th Street Fisheries, before again heading north.
Where are we at today?
We are at Two Georges waterfront.
Two Georges? Yeah, it's a little tiki hut thing here.
We're in Boynton Beach, Florida.
Boynton Beach, Florida. Yep. This is Two Georges restaurant on the ICW, the Intercoastal Waterway, and we're docked right here, like maybe 50 feet, 100 feet or so from our seat, and it's a great restaurant. We came by this way, and on the way south towards the Keys, and we saw nothing but partying going on. So, we got to stop there on the way back, and we did. And we're sitting in a swing. This is a swing pavilion little thing here. Like each of the seats on the waterfront, it's a swing. Really cool. Food's great. The fritters are freaking awesome. They're the second best to Bahamas. So we're sitting here watching the bridge go up and down, and the boats and the drunks, and having a nice time. I recommend Two Georges in Boynton Harbor Marina. The reason why we are here on a Saturday is this. This is the ICW. Typical. Sometimes I feel you can just walk across the waterway without hitting water, just step on everybody's boats. Everybody's in line to go through the bridge. It's busy. We travel only on the weekends, or weekdays. We stay put on the weekends.
There's one advantage of taking the ICW over the ocean, is that there's always sights to be seen, such as this dismantling of a drawbridge as we go past. One less bridge to open. Thanks, guys.
What you cooking, baby?
Oh, you gotta see this.
Let's see what's for dinner. Ooh, spiny lobster tail.
Yeah, and the two thermometers sticking out of it are meters. I love meters. And so you see I've got like lobster 1 and lobster 2 cooked to perfection. It'll alert me, and it'll even actually take the lobster off the grill for me.
Will it?
It'll plate them.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, but wait, there's more.
Will it melt the butter too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What kind of butter is this?
That
herb
is
and
garlic and herb.
Garlic and herb infused butter, and that's gonna be. We're gonna baste its belly in that, right? My dear friends, this is the way you do it.
Chef Jean.
So I just wait for the dingy thing, and my job's done.
It's so hard to be a cook these days.
Cheers.
Oh, what you doing, dude? Chewing on a squeaker? You broke the squeaker? You ripped the squeaker out of the squirrel. What a puppy. What a puppy.
As we travel from south to north, it never escapes us, the wildlife that we encounter, always something new and different. As we approach Stuart, Florida, one of the marinas we're stopping at, we see this little guy. Very colorful. They get smaller as you go north. This one makes up for it by how pretty it is. And then we stop for a little boat maintenance, washing and waxing. Moondance has been in need of removing oxidation, and we found a company that worked with us to spend a couple days professionally polishing it so that Carol and I could take over with just some maintenance, cleaning, light waxing. But we needed to take down a couple layers, so we had this company come in and do a fantastic job. We got to keep her looking pretty. One more stop as we go northward before hitting Daytona Beach. We come to this marina, which we're always appreciative of having a grassy area right nearby. And Amazon.
Oh, Amazon delivered, I see. Attack!
Discovering our local cuisines at the marinas we stay at, part of our fun, and this place did not disappoint us. The next stop is Daytona Beach, where we have to pick up our RV, our land yacht, and head north to Louisville, Kentucky for doctors and dentist visits.
Well, here we are on the road again. Except not by boat. Where are we headed?
Louisville, Kentucky.
It's a big difference driving the boat. We don't have no wake zones.
Always helpful.
Got bad traffic, just like the boat. But we're headed up to Louisville to park our RV, tend to our house and property and doctor's appointments. And head back and get the boat in Daytona because we got to get it out of Florida. It's hurricane season.
We are at Oldham Gardens, Third Turn Brewery, and Barrel and Hive and Barrel Meadery.
What's this big gnarly thing behind it? You?
The most enormous wisteria tree I have ever seen in my life.
Oh, it just goes on and on.
And you
All the
would
way
call
up.
it vines, but
Well, wisteria is kind of a tree, maybe a vining tree. I used to have a bonsai, but wisteria.
there's three major ones here, so
Right.
massive they make a roof.
Yeah. That's all used to be a greenhouse. Just the skeleton of a greenhouse is left. Some buildings over here too. This place is huge.
Introducing Jane and Randy, our friends from Louisville. They, along with their son Andrew, met up with us in Charleston, South Carolina for a day cruise and barbecue. We always have fun together, but visiting their house is fascinating. You are being taped on camera.
This is not only a man cave. This is a museum, actually.
Yeah,
I would characterize this, Randy, as a museum.
it almost is.
It really is. You need to like explain some of this. It's like
Well,
everything from this.
Yeah, this is all my old G.I. Joe stuff. Then some new stuff.
This looks like it belongs in a museum.
Yeah, my dad bought that probably in 1969. This here.
Yeah.
And this is Jane's. Now this is the kind of kids and some stuff I got. We had a big racetrack set down here, but and then I bought this at an antique store. This whole case.
Look at this display case here.
Ooh,
This
wow.
itself is a cabinet of curiosities.
And we have a Major Matt Mason, which is really old, from 78, 79. My G.I. Joes and the models I built. This is mine from the 70s. This is some new stuff. Well, these are all from the 70s that Jane bought me. People gave me for my wedding present. That's mine from the 70s.
Yeah, look at this
That
stuff
mine's
up
from the
up
70s.
ahead, yeah.
I built this. That's from the 70s. Oh no, that's from 92. That's from the 70s.
Wow. You have a museum.
Yeah, I
You
kept all
really
my
do.
stuff really good.
Yeah, you have.
and then I rebuilt this pinball machine.
And this is what we've been playing here. Comet.
Now we can, but let's go ahead and play Arena.
Okay, we'll do that. But look at this over here.
Oh yeah, this is
Explain.
Andrew and I. Yeah.
I mean, it just keeps going, right?
Yeah.
You've got now the train set. He's got an office over there in the background.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't even seen what you got back in the.
Well,
The
this
back
is
on the left.
Jane stuff. And this is we play. This is squad leader, like I told you.
Uh-huh.
That's all over there on the table there.
This,
Oh yeah, I recognize that.
But this is all squad leader.
and squad leader, as you explained, this is intense.
It takes like 6 hours.
Hours.
to play. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So,
Wow.
and then we have all the games back there. My buddy and I play for hours. I mean, this is the rule book just for the tanks right there. So, and what we did, we had a lot of model building up in the living room. We kind of moved it all down here.
Wow.
But
I mean, you.
I remember the boys working on their Warhammer.
yeah. And Andrew wants to do it, and well, we're just trying to get it all going again.
You can have a nuclear war
Yeah.
and spend your life down here and have fun for the rest of your life.
All right.
Until you realize you ran out of food.
All right. Well, let's see.
Oh, we got to play this.
There we go.
There we go. Good. Ooh, you're up. You're up. All right.
Having our RV on our property in Louisville gives us a place to stay for free when we're in town to do our medical checkups, doctor's appointments, and for Snoopy to do his appointment with the vet. The RV gives us a mobile command center that we'll find later we're going to really need. But for now, Snoopy has a backyard to play in.
Snoop, you enjoying your backyard? Huh? Where all the squeaky bunnies are? Mm-hmm. Yes. You chasing squeaky bunnies today. Oh, oh.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Oh, they must be in the top.
They could be in the garden.
Maybe they're under the shed. Snoopy,
Find the squeaky bunnies.
go look. Good boy.
Where are you, bunnies?
You tell them you come out here and I will chase you.
My baby puppy.
Snoopy at his home in Kentucky. It's a good stop off. Get used to it, dude. We got a year at sea ahead of us.
Oh, he loves this place.
Yes.
And while we're in Louisville, we have to visit Snoopy's favorite place, Club K9. It's a bar for humans and a park for the pups to play in and run free. Great place for them to socialize, and us too. They feature karaoke night where everyone has a howling good time. And then there's a Halloween costume party that Snoopy attended, and he dressed as a bee. There's food trucks. The concept is great. They need these everywhere. And in the back, there's a swimming pool for the dogs.
This is the back side of the dog park. Club K9. Swimming pool for doggies. Snoop, go for another swim. Go get in the water.
Well, once all three of us were finished with our doctor's visits, it's a long drive from Louisville back to Daytona, so we usually cut it in half and stay overnight about midway. Snoopy loves the hotel because he gets to choose what side of the bed he's going to sleep on. Then it's back on Moondance, northward bound again. Feels good to be on the water. Headed towards Charleston with a few stops on the way. We began our nomadic adventures after receiving bad news about Carol's health. Carol's a breast cancer survivor, and as of today, she's beaten it. But it showed us that bad news can come at any time and can get in the way of living your dreams. So we began our adventure living each day as a gift and celebrated life between the three of us as we traveled the country. Our advice: don't wait until tomorrow to begin your adventure. You never know if bad news is around the corner. Our latest bad news came after a visit to Snoopy's vet. We're here in Gainesville at the Small Animal Hospital. During our travels, we got some bad news, and we wanted to share it with everybody. In this video is our travel north, so we're jumping ahead because we want to let everybody know what's going on currently. We got some bad news. We found that Snoopy has a tumor, cancer. CAT scans just came back the other day, and it's surgically operable. It looks like they'll be able to take the whole thing, and the tumor's on his hindquarters, his butt. So they're gonna remove it, and he gets to keep his legs. That's the good news.
Yes.
But he's gonna lose his tail. They need the tail to graft over the area they're removing the tumor. It was a small lump about a year and a half ago, and we were told by one doctor that it was just fatty tumor. But real doctors here at the best in the country University of Florida's small animal hospital is
stay.
the best. And after talking to the doctors today, I can see why.
Just holding on to Snoopy. That's all. Holding on.
Oh, yeah, we're at the animal hospital behind us. So there's dogs walking around.
All right, dude. You stay.
The good news is after talking with the doctor today, we're here at the pre-operation meeting. They gave it to us pretty much everything we needed to hear and know, is that they're confident that they'll be able to take the whole lump out without needing much more than just a couple weeks of healing. So we moved our RV up here to Gainesville, and we're going to be here until Snoopy's ready.
Because you know how it goes with any surgery. You've got a wound. That wound doesn't necessarily close up well. You end up back at the doctor. They find they didn't get the right margins. You end up back at the doctor. If he needs radiation or chemo, we're going to be here for a little bit.
Right now, we don't know if he's going to need radiation.
Chemo's unlikely.
Yeah, when they get the report back from the material that they remove, they'll determine if they got all of it. If they didn't, then he'll have to go through some radiation.
Yeah.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, we're just happy that doctor is looking at the likelihood is that we're just going to have Snoopy back to health in a couple weeks, just be tailless. But at least we're going to have our dog.
Better his tail than his leg or his life.
The tumor is located on Snoopy's left rear leg on his hindquarters. The plan currently by the doctors and surgeon is to remove the tail and use it to cover up the hole that would be left behind. We're not happy with it, but at least we'll have our dog.
I could have.
Welcome back, Snoopy. Welcome back.
Snoopy is not feeling confident at the doctor's office.
And we're waiting.
Hello.
This morning we dropped Snoopy off at the hospital, University of Florida, in Gainesville. That's where we're currently at. We got the RV here in Gainesville for the duration of his operation. This morning was his operation. We were hoping for the best, and we got news after his operation. Tell him.
Well, the tumor was removed easily. His muscles are still intact, and he did not have to lose his tail.
He kept his tail. They thought for sure that they were going to have to use his tail to cover up the area that they were going to pull a big golf ball sized crater out of. And that's about how big the tumor was, about a golf ball. So there was enough there that they decided not to. And it really is because we've got the best in the country. University of Florida
amazing.
Animal Hospital is, in fact, the oncologist is the head of the department. So we got the head surgeon in charge of the whole department operating on Snoopy, and the doctor with her were both excellent. So I think it was because we found the best that the absolute best happened to him. So we're ecstatic.
There were no problems. Everything went smoothly. He's out of anesthesia. He's hopefully going to be home tomorrow. Now, there's still the chance of chemo, depending on what stage the tumor is, but chances of radiation treatment just dropped to nil.
Yeah, we'll cross that when we get to it. But we plan on being here in Gainesville for a couple weeks to shuttle him back and forth to the hospital as needed. By then, I think we'll be released and we'll be heading back to the boat. And well, we got to drop this RV back off in Louisville. I'm glad we didn't sell it. It's great to have for these kind of emergency situations, our land yacht. So
yeah, it certainly came in handy this time.
Yeah, so I'm going to take it back to Louisville, and we'll be back on Moondance in a couple weeks. Get our stabilizers in. And so with a successful operation, Snoopy and his cone, for 2 weeks, we'll be recouping in the RV here in Gainesville, Florida, near the University of Florida, for his care. We wanted to show you this to you in real time, update our friends and family with his condition. We're happy he's got his tail and all 4 legs, and of course, his life. We'll be heading back to Moondance soon, where we're installing stabilizers. You'll want to see this. But meanwhile, we'll continue with our video for this hospital interruption as we head northward to Salem through Charleston, South Carolina, Norfolk, Virginia.
A long day of cruising, it does tend to make one sleepy. Time for a nap. And then dinner. A little grilled shrimp on the cockpit while keeping an eye out for guests, in the form of dolphins, or maybe a manatee.
Well, the Dolphin didn't show up at our anchorage, but they were there the next morning as we traveled the ICW all the way to Charleston, South Carolina. They ran with us quite a way, and Snoopy had his time barking back and forth at them. We're always happy to have them with us. And in case you don't know, the reason why they like to travel with us, it's not our dazzling personalities. It's the wave pressure from the boat. We're traveling about 10 miles an hour, and it's a perfect wave for them to surf on. Well, after several stops, we finally reached Charleston, South Carolina, at the St. John's Yacht Harbor and Marina. Well, it looks like we arrived just in time. There's a storm brewing. We better batten down the hatches and prepare for a rough night. You might find this strange, but Carol and I love being in the boat with a storm, tossing the waves around and the wind howling through all the rigging, the people screaming. Love it. You remember Jane and Randy and Randy's basement. They brought their son Andrew to Charleston and caught up with us, where we treated them for a cruise around Charleston on Moondance.
Get up there! But I was going to say, if anything went wrong, I got it on YouTube.
I think I have one more beer.
Our marina's just past that bridge, so we're almost back. Have you been enjoying?
Yes, very much.
I think we caught a couple of dolphins behind you.
What now?
Yeah, there they are. As you go further into the afternoon, you see more and more of them.
Join us for part 2 of our adventure north to Salem, Massachusetts, where we see strange sights along the way, other Nordhavns, and beautiful sunsets. Edgar Allan Poe's in there also, his grave. And great food. The lobster gets better as you go north, I've discovered. And did I say beautiful sunsets? We pass through New York and have lots of stories to talk about there, as well as the beautiful lighthouses, the collections now that we've started. The sunsets just keep coming. And this is the largest chunk of gold I've ever seen. And I got to meet my favorite witch, Samantha. So please push the bell, like and subscribe. When you subscribe, you'll get notification of our next new video, which we'll publish shortly. Thanks for watching.
This was Snoopy shortly after we adopted him from a small rescue and fattened him up. Had it not been for PetFinder.com, operated by PetSmart Charities, we may never have met, and that would have been a travesty. PetSmart Charities is our personal favorite charity. 90% of all donations go directly toward funding the care of pets all across North America and helping them to find loving homes. This holiday season, we encourage you to give to your favorite charity or join us in supporting ours. A little love and money can make a big difference.